With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Drake Jackson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, in that win over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, they faked the handoff. Now Lance looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Ravens at 12-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good. There's Baltimore Ravens. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Ruckert from a yard out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
At the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Curry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Now Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a second and 10. Jackson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
And a throw right sideline is complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Working from the gun, Lance.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would...
Oh, this is tape. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
60 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. On 1st down, Curry. Oh, a good move at the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Jackson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curry, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And a 49er first down.
Here's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. He juked him, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Curry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Lance. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. Connection made to Ruckert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for Baltimore.
Play action. It's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Ravens 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I'm all over you.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Curry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And Lance now to throw.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
For a Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson.
He gets it to Addison.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that will be incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the 49ers,
they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll